Okie dokie folks, welcome back to the Roottrees Are Dead, where the Roottrees are dead. Well, some of them. Maybe all of them. I guess I don't know who's alive and who's not. So we think we've figured out Lauren here, married to Jacob, who died in the war, World War II, and you had a son called Clark, and Clark seems to have been married a few times. That's not covered in Lauren's book. Possibly because the book was published earlier and all that. So let's figure out a bit over here. Don't we know you're a brother? Yeah, Eli, somebody. Okay. Okay, it's coming together. You are blonde, I know that much, I think. And oh, we have potentially had a name for you, Auntie somebody. Yes, let's go back to that. Here we go. You went to visit the Auntie Margot, and they're both yeah, it's most likely that's the mother, Margot Roottree. Yep. Okay. All right. So I was going to revisit the pictures and see if I can figure anything out, because now I know a few names, I guess. Pop even edit frame. So that is Clancy Edward. Okay, Clancy Edward. So Angie's probably... Oh no, you've got 3 brothers. So Angie's presumably female, but not necessarily. What does that mean then? Are you an Angie? You might be an Angie. Nobody's mentioned the eye patch yet. Angie and I both want to be in the photo since Miracle was in it. And the 3 of us were all about the same age. Miracle, but Miracle Jr. maybe? Probably. About the same age. And that's what it's implying, you're at the same... Like in my family, I have cousins that are a lot older than me. So like saying we're like just implying that just because we're cousins we're about the same age isn't necessarily true. Roottree Miracle Jr. So it's probably you. You're the eldest of those kids. So then I guess we think Angie must be over here then. Let's put that in. Since the only female I've got left in that. Oh, I mean, your surname will probably be Morden. Aha, Angelica. Okay. Okay, but then what happened? Because that's not what's going on here. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well, so you had a tantrum. They posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden. Who's young here and who's not? Like, you don't seem that young. Like, those look like they could be married. They never even took a second photo. Are you saying they didn't take the... This says the 5 pieces. I'm a bit confused about what you're saying. The 5 pieces photo was taken and the other one wasn't. Or the other one was, and they didn't take that. I think that's like confusingly written, but I think what's happened is they did take the 5 pieces photo, which is this one, and then they didn't take the next one. I guess Mr. Morden aren't... Okay, Morden. But Mr. Morden, not Uncle? So you're going to be... didn't you say that we would use the birth name, right? Hopefully I'm not getting mixed up. So this is a Mr. Morden. James Morden, maybe? Zach Morden's father and mother. Okay. Angie and I, okay. Okay, let's think about that from that context. We're saying Angie's also Morden. The person in front of the camera was Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. I found out years later they never even took a second photo. Okay. Okay, so these are the actual 5 pieces, but you're much younger. But then maybe there is a gap, or maybe you're just... But then there's you as well, in the background. Okay, what else can we figure out? Blonde, you're blonde. So I think you are you. I don't know what you did though. So then, okay, so if that's the 5 pieces, I mean, they wouldn't call the photo that if it wasn't, right? But that's, you're not, I don't think. I think you are. But then why are you in the background? That doesn't make sense. Maybe you're a Miracle? But then that doesn't make sense in terms of the ages of the others. How old do these look? Some of them could be 20s, early 30s. It's the problem with old-timey photos is everybody's dressed in suits and such, so everybody looks old. Okay, so 2 brothers. I mean, there's you as well, though. You're not in the photo, though. So is there just an age gap? I'm very confused by that. Okay, then what's going on here? Everybody's looking over at you, which is kind of curious. Is that Sam? No. Well, there's also a little kid here. I like your rainbow tie. Wasn't it Zach that was implied to have eaten lots of chocolate? And you're a bigger guy. Maybe that's what you're suggesting? Something like Zach? Who looks the most like Pop? Pop was on the left of this. Oh, hold on. So that means I know who you are. So you are here. Oh gosh, this one. Okay, who looks a lot like you in the other pictures? Like you or you look most like you? Okay, but I think you are you. Lawyer. Okay, that's you entirely filled in actually, so if it doesn't get confirmed, okay. Grandma, okay. Let's recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces of photo with our generation for old time's sake. So their generation is how many people? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wonder if this is to do with like where Sam came from. So 10 people. But there's going to be more than 10 because there's also a tiny little kid there as well. Well, unless it might just be age differences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I mean, clearly not everybody's here. You've got your hand on that kid's shoulder. Probably implying that you're close. I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together. Maybe those 4 or those 4? So we clumped up in the middle. Aha. Let everyone filter in behind and in front of us. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwyn. Okay, so Gwyn's not there. Yes, that makes sense. Grandma insisted we include Sam, even though we didn't want to. None of us understood why, including Sam. I also didn't think it fair Miracle made it in, since he's technically a 5 piece. So one of them's the previous generation. Ah. Do we think Miracle is the one with the eye patch? And that might be you? And that's your son, possibly? Your eyes are covered. Let's do some research. Let's look at Miracle. I'm not sure if I finished with the notable people. This is the wrong place to be doing that. Spider search. Miracle Roottree. You find a website for the Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Roottrees estate. It's quite bare bones, but has the following blurb. Witness the testimonies of the Miracle's Roottree. Miracle Roottree arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he wouldn't survive his first year, as I expected. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. Okay, with the eye patch. With birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still with the power of God on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications, even regained his sight to spread the healing word of the Almighty. Regained his sight? 23 years later, Miracle... Okay, so that does tell me that Miracle is the youngest, and it's you. There's a 14-year age gap. So somehow... Oh no, okay, so this is how you've thrown me off, right? Is that when you say Miracle should... I understand. Okay, so back to this one. Angela and I both want to be in the photo since Miracle's in it. Because Miracle is their age, but he's the older generation. Okay. We were told only 5 pieces. Yep, okay, got it. Understood. Still a bit confused about this. I found out years later that they never even took a second photo. Okay, yep, okay. What was I just doing? Oh, we got a thing here. 23 years later, Miracle Roottree Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. Second vessel for the higher power, okay. 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Via the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel. Okay, wow. He became like a television preacher person across the entirety of New England. He has since left the life of glamour and glitz behind to reach those places that need it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. Below the blurb is a flyer about the tour, which is in your evidence. Okay. Stripy tie. Witness the power of the Lord in the summer '96. 3 generations of miracles tour, featuring testimony from world-famous Miracle Jr. and a special appearance from Miracle Roottree in his 68th year on God's earth. Children are welcome. Celebrate with your pastor Miracle III and his wife Nicole. Okay, so they're all following in that line. They all do the rainbow tie thing. Miracle Jr. is said to be the world famous and gets top billing. Miracle Jr. is on the notable Rootrees list in your evidence. He will be marked on the chart with a star. Miracle Roottree, the flyer says, will make a special appearance. Miracle III and his wife Nicole, who are said to be the youth pastors. Okay. So what we have there then is you are... I have to go and click them. Okay, so we've got you are you, and you are you, and you are Miracle the Third, and you, what do we call you? You are a youth pastor. How do we... Preacher? I mean, I think you're the preacher. Oh, okay. I guess you are. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. Okay, cool. Although they might be the only 3 that I actually put in. Okay, and we've got some names confirmed as well. Quite a few. Cool. Oh yeah, we've got to this point.
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
Carl's office was a mess thanks to some burst pipes, okay.
But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottree reunion. I also found some important-looking papers. You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
9 more. Okay. So we do get given more evidence every time that happens. Holy moly. Wait, this has new stuff? Why? Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. So it's just updated to say that. What was I in the middle of doing? I was doing this stuff. I mean, you're the youth pastor. I mean, I guess that is a kind of preacher? Question mark? Oh, we had a wife's name that was from this? Nicole. Nicole. Ah, okay. I wish I could say unknown Nicole. You could do that kind of stuff in Obra Dinn. You could say like unknown and then their job or whatever. Like a partial entry. Okay. So you regained your sight. So that means that we also know that in the other picture, this one, we have another big photo there. You and you. So age-wise, this is the second generation. So you're probably Miracle. You're Miracle Junior. That would be my guess. Miracle and Miracle Junior. So a second. I can only do once verified, but I can for you say that you are that kid. There's another photo for you as well, seemingly. There's probably bits of information I've just sort of forgotten. Do I just move on to the next person? What's going on over here? So Lauren, we haven't confirmed, and Carl, we haven't confirmed. Why not? Because for Carl, I didn't know specifically which number of presidency to put in. And Lauren, we need a picture for you. Yeah, okay, I mean, makes sense. Those things are kind of hard to figure out. But we're narrowing things down. So, yeah, we put you, I think, in the right place. I don't know if I can tell an order to this. Anything else about what they're wearing that would tell me something? I think so, not from I can tell. And you're somebody else in the background, sneaking around. Let's look at this one then. This photo, oh, it's the next generation, okay. It's not the next generation, it's the Free Spirits. It's the next generation after the next generation. This photo has a note attached from your employer. Every 20 or so years, the Rootrees would hold a big reunion and recreate an old family photo. This is the one from the 70s, and Carl's the teenager in the middle. There, maybe? Sorry about the water damage. A pipe burst in Carl's office. Sorry about the water damage. A pipe burst in Carl's office. Oh, I see the water damage up here. Interesting. And down here. Okay. Carl's in the middle. Carl being the father of the Roottrie sisters. Okay. So that's the teenager in the middle. Gosh, it's hard to keep this all in your head. On the back of the photo, I can't turn it around. In childish print writing, it says November. Curious. There are also a large number of cursive signatures. They include Bonnie, next President Guy Hudson. Okay. Ernie Jr., Caroline, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottree, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. This is presumably everybody that's in the photo. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. Okay. Well, we know who you are. Let's get all these photos. Okay. Are you pregnant? You might be pregnant. Okay. Okay. Gosh, I'm gonna have to think about the years of these things, aren't I, at some point? I know who you are. You're in this generation. Although, hold on. That family is kind of confusing because they're like offset. So kind of like Carl's age. Kind of like Carl's age, which would be one higher. So I think that is you. Was it you? I think so. I don't know when these get confirmed. Okay. Holy moly. Holy moly. Clark's on here as well, apparently. Clark. Okay. We've got 2 with red hair as well, which is interesting. That's a blonde family. Where's the red hair coming from? This is so much stuff. November. Why is that useful? Did you write that? You're the child here. November. Maybe your name's November. That's probably when it was taken, though. Maybe. Vote for Stephanie Jones for City Council. Better for Butler County. Okay. Hello. Hello. This was buried under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox. It had a handwritten note attached that seemed personal. Buried under a ton. Carl left his inbox. Okay. It is a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article from the Butler County Times about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. And now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own, due around Christmas, her message for voters is simply, love is our future. The handwritten note says, Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflicts spread to the next generation. CM. In this case, you mean the free whatever. Okay. See eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting it out. This is from CM. And this is Stephanie. So Stephanie's probably from the same family. Okay. And it's probably... So, do we think that Stephanie's in this generation down here? I think so. But I don't know where. Jones. So we have the surname Jones at this point. Okay. CM. Do we have a CM right now? CM. Maybe over here? This is terrifying. Okay. Like, I've stopped making a lot of notes in this. I kind of feel like I want to start doing that again when I've got like something very specific I want to start making notes around. Otherwise, I'll just end up filling it with loads of stuff. We have another photo here. This might be useful. This photo has a note attached from your employer. Here's a bonus. When I pulled the water damage picture of the free spirits out of the frame, this fell out too. Okay, so it's behind that picture. Written on the back of the photo is, couldn't make the reunion, wishing you well from Paris. Gwyn and the boys. So yeah, Gwyn wasn't at that reunion before. Okay, so this is Gwyn's children. Okay. Good to know. And they're in Paris by the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so that is these two. But I do not know which is which. One of them was married. Is there a ring on their finger? I mean, not on that hand. Okay, well, we've got pictures of them. Okay. There's probably like other things to find as well. This photo was tucked inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of his office. Inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle. So under a candle. Interesting. As it says, I mean, I guess there's a candle here. So maybe they sent a candle and he just kept the letter with the candle. Though it's a very good way to accidentally set it on fire. Like hot wax falling on it. To Carl and Brenda, I'm sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's traditional to have it as soon as possible. And Ernie, more than anyone else on earth, knew how busy your job can be. Okay. I've enclosed a Shiva candle, identical to ours if you'd like to pay your respects, though it is not expected for those outside of the faith to do so. Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. Do I know who Ernie is yet? Oh, this is terrifying. Ernie. Maybe one of these? He had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did together, as well as how Carl has carried on for him after taking over. You three, Carl and Brenda. And he was a man full of love, not only for his family. So it was like he had an immense amount of pride for the work you three. So like Ernie, Carl, and Brenda, or I'm not sure. As well as how Carl has carried on for him taking over. After taking over. So Ernie maybe was the fourth, maybe? Like the one present before you. But didn't I already know who that was? Okay, this is so terrifying. I reckon one of these is an Ernie, and there's an Ernie Jr. as well. As for myself, it's impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bills. Though we caught it too late for him to get on the donor list, the company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust that it was no coincidence that it happened shortly after your visit, Brenda. Up until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. We've had a Nicole. Nicole was married to somebody. Here. Weren't you and Nicole? Oh, there's two Nicoles. Ah. Could never have done that without the two of you fighting for us. Much love, Debbie. This is so confusing. Who have we got? Maybe you're a Nicole and you're Debbie? And you're of a faith. Ooh. Okay, what? I'm gonna have to look at all that stuff again at some point. Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. I've got so many things to search and wowza. I would love to get the picture of Lauren sorted out. My problem is like the thing I've got to reference is this, which isn't amazing. It's probably you and you, maybe? Four of us in the middle. Is that going to be those four? They're not really in the middle, and then these filter in at the back. So you're the child over on the right. No, you're not. You're actually the previous generation, I think. But you're in this generation. And then we've got red hair, which I think might be the family that's over on the left, is my guess right now. Okay. Gwyn's not there. I think you're Sam. Everybody's looking at you funny. Well, not everybody, but... I mean, that would make sense. Does that mean Zach's not here? Who's Zach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, so the only one is... Oh, no, but we've got 2 generations of them in there. So there are 2 missing. Did somebody die young? Or are they just not there for another reason? Or are you not actually... I mean, it looks like father and son, maybe? Oh, maybe it's just younger brother. Oh. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not that, but instead that's you. And then that does cover more of the... Yeah, that makes more sense. I think those photos are intended to be, like, it's literally just that generation, and they shouldn't, like, get confused about whether it is or isn't. So I think I'm removing that from there. How do I do that? Like that. And then doing this. I don't know if I have a name for you yet, though. You. Okay. Whew. Should we look up... Let's try and get a bit more of this family over here. Let's look up Miracle Jr. Miracle Jr. Back? Okay. Miracle Jr. Miracle Jr. doesn't go by his full name in promotional materials. Instead, he has it shortened to Miracle Jr. Okay. Sure, just no surname. Miracle Jr. is a televangelist who is part of the Miracle Network. He used to have a show that aired on local access across many stations in the northeastern United States. Yeah, they did say it was New England. According to a website called Clergy Watch, he was exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public in 1979 when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. A news expose, I guess I should have the little thing, a little accent, revealed it was his wife Edith's sister in a disguise. His wife Edith. Jacobson, presumably. The author also mentions that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. He has since lost his television show and instead goes on tour across the southern United States, where he was not well known before the scandal. You're confirmed, so yeah, that's good. Alright. The confusing thing is that all these pictures are from like different times, so like people looking different, like, oh my gosh, this child has adult children, how does that work? Makes it very confusing. Okay, we know who you are. So that means we know who you are, right? We know you are the other daughter, which is not that one. This one. You. Because you're not blonde. So then you are, by process of elimination, not you. This one? I believe so. Who was it that said... So Lauren was talking about Gwyn as the first non-housewife, so I reckon you're likely to be housewife. And then also you, housewife. So we're getting close to like 3 being set, I think. Okay. I mean, you're probably President 5, but I don't want to put it in until I know. They should have put like extra, like, it should have been like President 1,000,000, and then and then it's like my way of doing this feels more sensible. Like, I guess somebody could just guess each number, but that's always true. But there should be like unnecessary things in there. So you're part. I think you're part of the Sam mystery. Maybe there's another child. Okay. I guess I was focusing on the folks over here. Although I could also just focus on Like what was your job? Or what was... Oh, we assumed you were that. Okay, what about Miracle Roottree? Did we ever Google just you? Google. And that ends up here, but I want... But he did the same thing, right? And yeah, he's like a special guest. Paragon is like persevered. Yeah, I think he's also a preacher, right? They're just all preachers. Okay, well done. Up to 12. These 3 entries are correct. They've been locked. Cool. Yep, as I expected. Some confirmations. It's interesting that that's the only time like pictures will get confirmed. So like if I put that one in here, I don't think it will get confirmed until we do another 3. Okie dokie. Cool. We'll leave that there then. This is a very fun game. I am enjoying it a lot. I don't know much about this family yet. I guess the more distant they are, the less we'll know. Because we're it's easy to forget that we're starting here. So the distance is measured from there, not from up here. So those are pretty distant relatives. And there's a lot going on over here. I think this must be where the ginger hair is. Maybe. Blonde. And there's no sign of red hair here. I suppose it could happen within one of these branches. We know those two are blonde. Can't tell what your hair color is, I guess. It looks darker, but who knows? Yeah, it's in one of these two, for sure. Anyway, cool. See you next time, folks, and we'll keep piecing this together. All right, goodbye.